This moment, two robbers, Hero and his partner Psycho, enter the bank. There is confusion when they point their guns at the people present and order everyone to remain seated. Hero then approaches and asks the cashier for money, who obeys. Meanwhile, the child near the gumball machine doesn't seem scared and calmly offers candy to Psycho. However, he points his gun at him, and the scene ends abruptly. The story then moves to Samurai Town. Governed by a corrupt governor, he combined elements of modern and pre-modern Japanese society with the American Old West, creating a unique but repressive city. Women resembling geishas dressed in traditional Japanese clothes, samurai and American cowboys follow their daily routines. We discover that the governor keeps a group of adopted granddaughters who are used to fulfill his sexual desires. We see one of them, Susie, is observing the people passing by while an attentive guard watches. This guard is Yasujiro, the governor's most loyal samurai. After the samurai enters one of the geisha houses, she blows a whistle to alert her friends. Moments later, Bernice, another granddaughter of the governor, arrives with her friends Stella and Nancy. Susie gives them a thumbs up, and Bernice and her friends leave by car. They express relief at having escaped the scene. Then it cuts to Bernice waking up confused, remembering the car trip. She realizes she is in a strange place, mostly filled with trash and various mannequins. She remembers seeing a sign and encountering some scary people during her journey. Bernice asked for help, saying she didn't want to be imprisoned again. Hey, the movie I'm going to summarize is called Prisoners of the Ghostland. It's a mix of fantasy, horror, and suspense. It's a very good Nicolas Cage movie, but it's a movie without rhyme or reason. I'm telling you now that you have to pay close attention or you'll end up not understanding anything, which is why I'm inviting you to subscribe to the channel. Activate the bell and leave a like to receive the best recaps. In the next scene, we were taken to Samurai Town, where a festival was happening. Children played happily while watching Hero, who was tied up and imprisoned. Shortly after, the governor appeared, accompanied by his most loyal guards and several women dressed as geishas. Then Hero was untied and presented before him. The governor praised his courage, mentioning the previous bank robbery where several innocent people and children were killed. He then frees Hero, gives him a suit equipped with explosives, and tells him to recover his runaway granddaughter. Bernice, as Hero, puts on the suit. The governor explains what he needs to do. He must go to a place in the desert where a group called the Ghosts lives. It is revealed that outside Samurai Town exists the Ghostland, a desert inhabited by cursed people affected by radiation. The governor shows a photo of Bernice and instructs Hero to close the jacket. When Hero closes it, a device in the suit is activated. The governor reveals that the suit has several explosives that will explode if he hurts Bernice tries to be intimate with, tampers with the suit, or fails to rescue her in 5 days. And every day Bernice has to say her name into the suit's microphone, or it will explode anyway. But if he manages to bring her back successfully, the governor will disarm the bomb with the key. Without alternatives, Hero agrees to carry out the mission and heads towards a road that leads to the Ghostland. Soon after, he spots a sign identical to the one Bernice and her friends had seen earlier. Shortly thereafter, Hero is stopped by a strange bus and a group of mutants wearing torn prison uniforms. The driver, with a severely burned face, blinds him with a flash of bright light, causing him to hit a rock. The impact injures Hero's arm, and he ends up fainting. In a dream, he remembers participating in a festival in the city where he sees the boy from the gumball machine and people wearing strange masks. When Hero wakes up, he is in the Ghostland. He is captured by a group called the Rat Men, who clean the area. They tie him up and drag him by force. After a while, Hero sees an injured girl who was also captured and asks if she is Bernice. She firmly responds that she is not and says that Bernice is her friend. They then arrive at a place that looks like a cult surrounded by ruins, trash, and a tall clock tower. The inhabitants, dressed in strange clothes and weird accessories, anxiously await the two strangers. A mysterious woman examines Hero's thick and red blood and claims that he will be the one to free them from their prison. After Hero gets up, everyone gathers around him. Enoch, the local leader, appears and says that no one has ever managed to leave there successfully. Those who try are caught by the ghosts and become part of their army. Enoch asks Hero why he came. Hero explains that he is looking for a girl. When they show Bernice's photo, a boy says he saw her hiding among the mannequins. Hiro goes to the indicated place and finds Bernice, but she doesn't respond. She is in a semi-unconscious state because of a traumatic car accident. Enoch explains that the ghosts capture and kill the girls hiding, them inside the mannequins. Hiro doesn't let himself be shaken, focused only on completing his mission. He shows Bernice a photo of her grandfather, convincing her to accompany him. In the next scene, Hiro refuels his car and leaves the Ghostland. He removes the layers of disguise from Bernice's face and asks her to say her name into the suit. Unfortunately, she can't respond because she's still very shaken. When he gives water to Bernice, he feels excitement at that moment. Hiro accidentally triggers one of the explosives in the suit. This results in the loss of one of his testicles, causing him to faint in a vivid nightmare. The hero finds himself back on the day when he and his partner tried to rob the bank. The scene continues with Psycho pointing his gun at the boy. Near the gumball machine, Hiro tries to save the boy. But Psycho ends up firing, hitting the gumball machine. The hero desperately tries to calm his friend, but he ends up killing everyone. Then a fight starts between the two friends, and they end up breaking a glass window. The police arrive, and Psycho tries to shoot at them and ends up getting shot. Hiro tries to escape in this opportunity. The police trying to hit him end up killing a woman, leaving her little injured daughter behind. At that moment, a man approaches the girl and gently messes up her hair. Back to the current moment, Hiro realizes that Bernice is the same girl whose mother was killed in the shootout. It is discovered that it was the governor who adopted her. Hiro then apologizes to Bernice for the loss and promises to free her from the Ghostland. Suddenly, smoke begins to rise, and mutant creatures emerge from it, appearing like zombies thirsty for human blood. They begin to attack Hiro, and during all the confusion, while holding Bernice's arm tightly, another explosive on his arm explodes and knocks him unconscious. Hearing the noise of the explosion, the ghosts quickly disappear. The explosion, however, manages to take Bernice out of her state of shock. Bernice is not really the governor's great-granddaughter, but just a prisoner of his treacherous government like many others before her. Meanwhile, Hiro has another vision where he is among the people of the Ghostland. A woman explains that the region used to be a chemical factory controlled by the governor where they tested nuclear weapons. One day there was a terrible collision between a nuclear waste truck and a prisoner bus, resulting in a devastating leak of highly dangerous nuclear waste. This led to the area being isolated, and the residents were trapped there. They ended up dying of hunger and hardship. Within this desolate region is the settlement known as Samurai Town, governed by the famous governor. The woman then explains that no one who enters this region ever returns. When Hiro asks for guidance, the woman recognizes his good intentions and tells him that he can save everyone if he helps the girl. She believes he came to rescue Bice and that he has the power to free them all. When Hiro comes to his senses, he realizes the connection between the mutants and the Ghostland. They are the prisoners who suffered the accident with the nuclear waste transport, causing the disaster, the clock. The tower and the ruins that he saw when he first entered the Ghostland are remaining parts of the destroyed nuclear plant. And the inhabitants of the area are the spirits of the people who died in the disaster. The Ghostland is a place of the dead, as indicated by the white bands clothed with shoulder pads that look like angel wings, and many mannequins stored there. Hiro and Bernice can enter this place because they are in some way half dead. Bernice from the emotional trauma of the governor's exploitation and Hiro from physical wounds. It is discovered that the Ghostland is not just a spiritual world, but a limbo where the souls of restless spirits are imprisoned. Upon learning this, Hiro firmly decides to save them. At this moment, the alarm on the suit begins to sound as it approaches. The final countdown. Bernice, understanding the seriousness of the situation, begins to trust him. The scene then shows the governor's men returning with Stella, who tried to escape with Bernice. As punishment, the samurai Yasujiro quickly draws his longsword and kills her. In the spirit world, Hiro gathers all the inhabitants and shares what he saw in his dream. He then motivates the residents to rebel against the governor's tyranny. In Samurai Town, a woman in prison talks with Yasujiro, reminding him that the governor promised to free him if he obeyed orders. She questions whether they should remain loyal or rebel. It is revealed that Yasujiro's sister is also one of the governor's granddaughters. In the Ghostland, Hiro warns everyone that they will leave tomorrow. Some laugh, but Ino supports the decision, saying they must fight together. Hiro then asks the rat men for some equipment, such as a helmet and a gun. Suddenly, they are confronted by the mutants and their leader, a severely burned man. Hiro soon recognizes the leader as his old friend Psycho, who was among the prisoners on the bus involved in the accident with the nuclear waste transport. During the accident, a fire occurred, and some prisoners were burned, some transformed into zombie-like creatures due to exposure to nuclear radiation. Others died instantly due to injuries. While Psycho suffered severe burns to his face, he questions Hiro about why he betrayed him, leaving him behind with the police. Hiro explains that Psycho was losing control and becoming aggressive with everyone. He lost hope in him when Psycho took innocent lives during the bank robbery. With this, the two friends resolve their differences and apologize. Psycho then argues that the governor is the real predator and needs to be eliminated to ensure their freedom. In the next scene, we see the governor. Spreading his usual propaganda to the people, he confidently claims that he is responsible for the city's peaceful environment at this moment. Hiro and Bernice arrive on the scene, surprising everyone. Hiro then asks to remove his special suit, but the governor refuses. Instead, he orders his men to eliminate him. In this tense moment, Hiro pretends to take Bernice hostage. This causes Susie, who is deeply affected by the governor's mistreatment, to go unnoticed by the guards. She grabs a nearby machine gun and neutralizes most of the corrupt men, who help the governor dominate innocent people. But she is also hit by gunfire and gets injured in the process. During this time, Hiro confronts the henchman with determination, using the weapons provided by the Ratman. He also appears to be a skilled karate fighter. Bernice, on the other hand, carries the injured Susie and tries to take her to a safer place. They are pursued by the guards, but fortunately, a samurai warrior saves them. After all the armed guards are defeated, a final confrontation occurs between the hero and Yasujiro. Samurai initially dominates Hiro, who is seriously injured after an intense fight. The two stop for a moment and lower their weapons, but this proves to be a trick by Yasujiro. He quickly picks up his weapon again and tries to attack Hiro. However, Hiro had already anticipated the move and defeats Yasujiro. In the meantime, the governor approaches Susie to apologize, but she cleverly takes the key to Hiro's suit from him. When he tries to react, Bernice takes revenge by shooting him several times, ending his authoritarian rule. Then Hiro takes the key from Susie and finally unlocks the device in his suit with the governor finally defeated. A boy dressed as a crow returns to the ghost land to tell the residents they rejoice at the news and express relief at finally being free from oppression. The clock tower collapses and the scene abruptly darkens. The film then shows Hiro, Bernice, and Susie sitting at a bus stop in Samurai Town while the other residents follow their daily routines. Hiro enthusiastically says Samurai Town is going to be a beautiful place one day, and so the movie ends. Did you understand the film? Write in the comments and don't forget to mention the rating you give this movie. So that's it until the next recap.